Bloomberg Audio Studios. Podcasts, radio, news.
The Stock Movers Podcast, your roundup of companies making moves in the stock market, harnessing the power of Bloomberg data.
Let's look at some of the stocks on the move today in Europe. We're joined by Bloomberg's equities reporter Joe Easton. Joe, good morning. JPMorgan saying that investors should check out Ocado, and shares have responded.
Yeah, and I saw that pun in the lineup. The best I could come up with was an unexpected item in the bagging area. I thought,
bleeping.
Not sure how that's working.
The delivery on time, Joe.
Absolutely, the delivery was great on that one. So the news, importantly, Ocado is an overweight at JPMorgan for the first time in 7 years. So analysts at JPMorgan recommend buying shares of the UK grocery retailer, and also their other big business is selling those automated warehouses to other grocery companies, particularly in the US. Now, JPMorgan is saying that the UK retail, so the actual grocery part, is becoming more concentrated, and that means Ocado can potentially actually stand out. And interestingly, they say that a lot of the other companies like Tesco and Sainsbury, originally they focused on these services where people would physically go around and collect your stuff from the supermarkets from a list and then take it to your house. But Ocado is entirely automated, and therefore they are the standout in terms of lower costs, greater efficiency. They reckon you should buy the stock, and today it is rising around 15% at the moment, the biggest mover in London.
Okay, and in context, I think we should say that the analysts tracked by Bloomberg have got 8 buys, 4 holds, 5 sells overall on Ocado.
And the stock is actually down 40% on a 1-year basis. So it's been a long underperformer given the struggles around the automated warehousing business. But today it's up by a nice amount.
Okay, next, the maker of the Witcher game series, seeing its stock hit by some gremlins in the timeline.
Absolutely. So this is, I've had to Google The Witcher. It's not really my area. It is a fantasy action role-playing game. It's created by CD Projekt. That's the big company over in Poland. I know them more from their Cyberpunk game, which is a popular one that's kind of similar to Grand Theft Auto. But anyway, The Witcher is going to be delayed by a few more months, according to a statement from the company today. This is seen really negatively by analysts who were expecting it to be out within the next year or so. So the stock, Poland, is down 12% this morning. This is another one that's been on a really bad run over the past couple of years. Had a bit of a rebound year to date, but it's pretty much wiping out the majority of that gain today. Their actual sales on their current games looking pretty strong for CD Projekt, but it's disappointment around this fantasy game called Witcher being delayed, and that stock down heavily, the worst performer in Europe today.
Okay, someone's going to have to tell me how you play Witcher. I know that we've got a couple of game consoles at home. I could not identify what brand they are. There we are.
It might be on the shelf at home. You never know.
Who knows? Let's think about what's happening in terms of the UK government plans for more home building, delivering strong foundations for one company's performance in this sector today.
That's another
puns
hidden
keep coming,
pun, isn't it? I didn't see that one. So Vistry, this is the company that's mostly focused on affordable homes. So with the UK plan to build, I think it was 1.2 or 1.5 million more homes in the UK, they were seen to be a big beneficiary of that, and they're saying that they reckon they could actually see a bit of a boost when this progresses. However, at the moment they're struggling because they've recently misstated or misforecasted some of their financial accounts. That was announced around a few months ago, and today giving another update on that, and it looks like there's a little bit of an impairment on that at the moment, and Vistry stock actually falling today, so we're down around 6% at the moment, 6.6% for Vistry, but potentially going to be a bit of a beneficiary as the UK looks to build more homes. But a weaker update from them this morning.
The Stock Movers Podcast from Bloomberg Radio. Check back with us throughout the day for the latest roundup of companies making news on Wall Street. And for the latest market-moving headlines, listen to Bloomberg Radio live. Catch us on YouTube, Bloomberg.com, and on Apple CarPlay and Android Auto with the Bloomberg Business app.